What's going on, guys? This is Ant, aka Shogun, one half of the BYNK podcast. And let me put my glasses on. I'm gonna do something a little different, man. I know we've been dormant for a while, but figure I'd bring out some content. But I'm gonna do a product review. Check my notes. I'm gonna do a product review on the LG Watch R. It's a smartwatch. I've had it for about 5 months now. And a lot of my friends are thinking about getting these, and since I was an early adopter, I'll go ahead and put out the key points that I think you should know before considering buying a smartwatch. I'm gonna break it down by the value, the uses, reliability of the watch, and what I just recommend you to buy it. Right now, the LG Watch R is on sale for about $250. I can't say if that's expensive or not. I don't know your situation, but $250, you can probably find it a little bit cheaper if you looked on eBay or whatnot. But yeah, one of the first things you will notice is it looks like a watch. You know, it's let me show some other angles. It looks like a watch. It you can't really tell that it's a smartwatch just by glancing at it until you get a notification or something pops up on the screen. One of the things that I like about it is it has all of my Google cards right here on my wrist. So basically, it shows me my personal information and also key articles that I read throughout the day. I think that comes in handy. For example, when I wake up in the morning, it shows me the actual traffic report of my city. So since it's tied to Google, it knows the route that I take throughout the city, and it would actually check and see if there's any accidents or anything en route. Now, that's not anything unique to these watches, but at the same time, I think it's pretty handy to have it right here on my wrist. The main goal, I think, for these smartwatches is to eliminate you from going into your pocket and pulling out your phone. Now, me, personally, I use it a lot when I'm driving. I mean, that is probably the best thing about it. So when I'm in traffic, I don't have to fumble and look for my phone, putting other people at risk. It's right here on my wrist. There's plenty of apps also available for the watch. Two of my favorite apps are the Facer Pro and the Watchmaker. Basically what it does, it gives you unlimited watch faces that you can put on your smartwatch. And so that kind of increases the value for me. One of the nice things, I'm a watch guy. I used to buy a lot of watches, but since buying or getting this LG Watch R, I haven't really bought that many watches. But comparison, I like large watches. I'm gonna change the camera angle for you guys. I like large watches, but looking at my Fossil here, it's huge, but compared to my LG, it's pretty much about the same size. Sorry, it's got a glare on it. But to me, I'm a big guy, as you can tell. Big watches don't bother me. I think I have man wrist, and my man wrist looks okay. What does that even mean? I'm a big guy, so I don't think having a huge watch is gonna be distracting, you know? Reliability of these watches. It's, without getting too technical, it has a 410 milliamp hour, I think I'm saying it right, milliamp hour battery. It has a 410 milliamp hour battery, so it'll last for a good bit of time. Me personally, I get about 48 hours out of this watch. I turn it off at night and it kind of extends. I just dropped the remote. I turn it off at night and it kind of extends the life of the battery. Yeah, 48 hours is pretty good to me. One of my gripes is that the actual watch is great. I like it, but I don't like the charging puck that it comes with. You have to keep this at all times with you, because if your battery dies, you can't just plug in a micro USB cable and charge it up. You have to plug the micro USB cable into this, and then sit your watch on top of it. It's not a big deal, but if you're traveling and on the go, it's another thing you could forget. And without your watch, you're SOL. Well, not really, but without your puck to charge your watch, you won't be able to use your smartwatch, and then you're SOL. So, moving right along. It's water resistant. You can actually submerge this watch, but I mean, come on, why would you put your smartwatch in the water? But just in case an accident happens, like if you spill water on it, it's okay. It won't shock you or blow up on your wrist or anything like that. Another gripe that I have about this watch is it doesn't have a speaker. I thought that was kind of odd when I first got the watch. I was looking around and trying to find the different ringtones and, you know, beepers and alarms that it might have, but there's no speakers on this thing. I thought that was a missed opportunity, but, you know, it might come in the next iteration. Going back to uses, another thing that I like to use my LG Watch R is for the GPS in the car. I don't have a car with a screen that shows my GPS at all time. So instead of having this gigantic screen or another secondary GPS unit or just using my phone in the car, you can actually just glance down at your wrist and it shows you when you have to turn or whatnot. And it also vibrates just for a little bit, just to let you know that something's coming up. You have a turn or you need to merge over to the next lane. And that comes in handy. Another nice feature is that it uses the OK Google command. So anytime I want to listen to some music, I'm going to go ahead and show you an example. If I want to listen to music while in my car, since I have it connected to my Bluetooth speakers or Bluetooth radio or from my phone, I could always just say, "Okay, Google, play J. Cole." There we go. And it's saying playing on my phone. This is a terrible camera angle. I'll just use the voiceover for this part. And there you go. Seamless. It's almost magical. Okay, now that you guys can see the watch, I'm just gonna demonstrate what it looks like, the operating system. I think it's very user friendly. It's just swipes just like a smartphone, but you can actually swipe down to get to all the settings. Let's see if I can zoom it in a little bit. There we go. So now that I have the watch here, you can see me swipe down. And there's two different faces that come on. You have the actual on face and then kind of like a lock screen view. So as you can see, I have a different band on there. It's gold. I thought it looked kind of nice. Makes it stand out. But from this screen here, when the watch is on, you can either tap or you can do a flick of the wrist, as the song says, and to wake it up.
Look at the flick of that wrist. 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 Look at the flick of that wrist.
You can do a tap and it's back on. Usually you can do a flick of the wrist and not actually do it. But anyway, I'm gonna go to my cards. As you can see, I have a group message going on there, and I can just look at it here. And these are different apps that I have running going on. There it is. That's that Google Now card telling me how long it is till I get to work. It's a 24-minute drive, and if you can see down there at the bottom, it shows me the route that I'm going. So let's swipe that away. Actually, if I want to reply, I can just swipe to the side. I can give it a thumbs up or actually give it a voice reply. Yeah, man, I understand. And there you go. It says what I was saying, and it just sent it to the group. And if I want to get rid of it, swipe to the right. There we go. So you can also see the map now, and if I want to navigate, I can start navigation up from my wrist. And again, these things are only, you can only do these things if you have a smartphone. So right now these watches are pretty useless by themselves, but if you have it, you know, tied to a watch, you're good to go. I mean, tied to your phone, you're good to go. Anyway, swipe that away. Swipe, swipe. Get away. And Drudge Report, I was reading something about the news, it comes up. So it's tied into some of my other apps as well. If I wanted to bring back something, as you saw, I can swipe down and it brings it back. This is my weather report. So let's go back to the close screen. Now you can see the GPS is started up. Maybe you can see it now. It's telling the direction. Okay. To change the watch face, you can just hold down on the screen and it brings up another menu, or you can swipe down. Let's show you guys that. You can tap down on the face, long press, brings up this menu, and you can just swipe to another screen or another watch face that you want. That one's pretty nice. Hopefully.
Head northeast on Shoal Run Trail toward Alabama 119 North.
Yeah. Okay. So if I turn the watch off, this picture in the background goes away. And it should have my GPS down there at the bottom. There it is. So another thing that I said I like to use, out of frame, out of focus. And it's pretty hard to record your wrist. Another thing I like to do is start music with my watch. So if I turn it back on, I say, okay, Google, play J. Cole. If I hit that X in the center, it's going to stop this app from launching. There you go. It's launching on my phone. And down at the bottom, GPS is still going, so let me see if I can get that out of here. Anyway, let's go to the music that's playing. That's J. Cole. So if I want to change the track, I can do that. Or you can actually use your voice command. Okay, Google, next song. I thought I said Nixon. But you can do a quick Google search also from there. And it's just as accurate as Google. I mean, it's pairing all the information from your phone to your watch. Let me turn that down. But there's different apps that you can use from the OS itself. Bring it down here. See all the options you have. Okay. Let's see. Also, when the one tap, it brings up this menu here. You can actually make a phone call. Well, I'm gonna have to blur those names out. You can make a phone call from your wrist, or you can even text somebody from here. And swiping it again gets you to all your other apps. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna show you guys what a phone call looks like on your watch. So this is what a phone call would look like coming up on your watch.
19 South.
So God's calling me. Let me make sure I answer that one. Going back to my review, is other than the GPS, it has a whole bunch of different sensors in there. There's a dormant Wi-Fi sensor in here. The latest 5.1 update has not turned on Wi-Fi for the LG Watch R. So yeah, they're saying that you'll be able to get all your notifications and everything else from the, without having your phone, as long as you're tied into the same wireless network. So that's to be seen later. It has health monitors and heart rate sensors. I don't use that crap. But to you might be a little bit more fit and better shape than me. But hey, I don't use it, so it's useless. But yeah, it's in there. Oh yeah. You can use any watch band that you want. I mean, that's another key feature. You're not tied to any other company's band like some of these other smartwatches out there. So if I just want to change out the band, which I have, I got several different ones. If you want to use any other band, you can. You're not limited to just use the one that came with it or the ones that LG would sell. At the end of the day, would I recommend you to buy it? It's a high-end piece of tech. I think it's recommended. I would recommend it to the same people who use like Beats headphones. I mean, they're not really gonna add anything to your life, but there's other better products out there. Like there's other better watches. But at the same time, if you're a tech guy and you just want it, $250 is not that bad. Will it be a conversation piece in a group of people? Yeah, it'll be a conversation for about 5 minutes. I mean, people notice it and they think it's an Apple Watch or something like that. But it's a smartwatch, whatever. It's the LG, whatever. It get you all the women and money? No, it's just a watch. It's not gonna cure cancer, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's not gonna cure cancer. But that was my quick overview / review of the LG Watch R. Would I recommend you to buy it? I can't tell you what to do with your money, but at the same time, it's $250. You think it's something cool that looks nice to you? Go for it.